brother's kids had
We're live.
oh, they went to Salem today
Salem, Mass?
on Friday the 13th, yeah.
Specifically for that?
For school.
Oh, for school. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I've been there a couple times for field trips.
I've only been there once, but not with a field trip with LJ and Vicky.
I went there twice for field trips.
It was very gimmicky and stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, what did you expect? What about our dinner that we went to the other day? That was pretty gimmicky and silly.
Hello, T.
But it was fun.
I would have to go again because I went like in my 20s, so I don't really.
Yeah, you know what, dude? Sturbridge Village.
Yeah.
I want to go there.
I know.
Even though it's like such a dumb, like, old
It's
time.
meant for like middle school
dude,
kids.
when I went in middle school, I thought it was so.
Hello, Michael.
I thought it was so, like, dumb growing up.
I know, but now you're like,
now I'm an adult,
I didn't appreciate it.
and I'm like, I want to go. It seems so cool. Like, see, like, people reenacting old timey stuff.
Tony diagnosis, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Nice.
So yeah, we went to a ghost restaurant, like a haunted restaurant for dinner. We didn't see any ghosts, but
It was fun.
It was fun.
The food was
Okay.
It was food. I could have made it at home. I mean, the bread was not that great.
Hello, Xander. Yeah, the bread was probably the worst
The
part.
worst part.
It was hard and like
it was very
it
hard.
was like
It was fashata. What is it
no,
called?
wasn't it just regular like Italian bread?
I don't think so.
It was
Because
like
cut.
garlic bread.
But yeah, but it was like that. But
Maybe I don't remember focaccia or something.
Yeah, the one that's like super oily and.
You went to another one? No, we didn't go to another ghost dinner.
We went to that we're talking about that one. Same one.
Haunted bread.
The bread, it wasn't bad. It was just like it
wasn't a lot lot of flavor for
it was
garlic bread.
dry
And kind of flavorless.
and it wasn't like crunchy dry, like where it was like purposely. It was like it was just a little older.
It kind of like powdered in your mouth.
Yeah.
Ciabatta? No, it wasn't ciabatta. I thought it was just Italian bread.
What's ciabatta?
Isn't ciabatta like the square like?
That's the one I was thinking of. What
Oh.
you said, like focaccia.
Focaccia or something.
I don't know. You guys are saying almost the same words, and I feel like it's the same thing. But yes,
Can we
I
have
was
a
talking
picture
about
of this bread. I feel
I
like
don't know.
we probably do.
I have a couple pictures from that night. There was the ghost one that I had.
Yeah, very funny.
I just didn't show it to you because I was scared.
Yeah.
To show it to you.
Look, there's me eating it.
Oh, that's a.
Oh, I think you're right. It's like ciabatta.
Now is it ciabatta?
I think so.
So it's not focaccia. It's not focaccia?
No.
Okay.
I think it was.
You
Have
didn't
you
want to
ever
show the
had-
picture of you eating the bread?
No.
Why? Was that
I
embarrassing?
look stupid.
You look the same now. Just
Have you
saying.
ever eaten keto bread? I almost suffocated eating it.
Yeah. It's not that
Have
great.
we?
I have. You haven't.
Oh.
9, I don't want you on my lap, my dog. I don't need you here. All right, I can't resist.
She's like, I'm cute.
You can't put your paw on the table.
Yeah,
though.
don't do it.
I'll get in trouble.
You'll get in trouble.
That's how she looks. Okay, here, lick my face. Okay, now I give you my face. You stop licking it. Hey, Friday the 13th, everyone. Hopefully nobody's driving right now. Bad luck.
It's Friday the 13th.
We have a black cat.
I've never experienced anything bad on Friday the 13th. My parents.
Don't be, don't be jinxing yourself. You still have a couple hours to go.
My parents flew on Friday the 13th once.
Who cares? It's just a day. I'm not actually superstitious.
What? Why? Why, dude?
I mean, who cares?
You don't need a gun.
Who cares? Oh, you're
Jeez.
so cute. You.
Oh, poor Purpy.
So what do you want to do for our anniversary?
I don't know. We don't have money.
I know. That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. I didn't ask you, do we have money? I don't know. We don't have money.
War is coming. Oh my god. It is possible. Watch One Piece.
That's what you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
You can't. That's not fair. You can't ask me a question after I ask you a question. You're the one that made me take the day off.
You could work it if you don't love me.
Oh, so there you go. So therefore, I can't work, is what you're saying.
It's Saturday the 14th now, so I'm good.
Nice.
You sound like you're having trouble breathing there, dude. Man. Hello. I don't get it.
Me neither.
Eden.
That's her name.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying hello to them. Oh, what happened this week? Nothing.
We started budgeting. Yeah,
Yay.
we set a goal.
I did all the work. You're welcome.
Who made the spreadsheet? Who's been keeping track of the money?
Well, I was until you took over because you didn't like me.
So, therefore...
What? There's an ad during the live stream? Really?
What do you mean?
She's like, since when is there an ad during live?
I don't know.
She said, YouTube, come on. I pushed her to do so. T has pushed me for like months.
Oh, yeah?
To budget.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so have you.
I've been pushing you for years. 10 years now.
But yeah.
And nobody ever listens to stupid old me. Just have to listen to people they meet on the internet.
We
and play D&D with.
Came up with a plan to hopefully get completely out of debt in like 8 years.
Yeah, if we don't buy anything.
Which is not going to happen.
If we don't
Something's going to happen.
If we don't finance anything else.
I love your videos so much. They make me feel happy.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks.
Yes, they do ads now on live stream. It's so annoying. That's so weird.
I think they've always done ads.
It's in the beginning, maybe, not in the middle. Was it in the middle or the beginning? It wasn't in the middle,
right? It was like at the beginning. In the beginning. I will always, every time I say beginning, that's the thing I think of.
What were we talking about?
Budgeting.
Oh, yeah. Maybe stop buying Tesla stuff.
Nah.
Well, we have to stop because we literally owe Tesla like $1 billion.
Literally, we don't. So I hate when you do stuff like that.
Dude, like, you think people really think we owe them $1 billion?
No, but you gotta stop acting like a California girl. I literally, like, owe them $1 bajillion.
No mid-roll. Like a minute ago, an ad started.
Oh, cool.
That sucks.
And it's probably a skippable after
hopefully
5 seconds or whatever it is.
I've been getting a lot of non-skippable ones lately.
Anyway, I don't think anything we bought so far. The only thing that I hate right now is
the student loans.
The shed is student loans are the worst, but the shed is so difficult. It's so hard. It's so much work. Nine, why can't you just do it for me? Stop. Leave me alone. I'm trying to choke you.
Choke her from behind her head. Yeah. Beep, 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 beep.
You're too strong.
It's morphing time with Kivox Ender.
It's morphin time. It's morphin time. I watched Power Rangers. OG Power Rangers. I watched all the way up to Turbo, and then I randomly watched Ninja Storm. That was pretty good. It was a pretty good series.
I mean, I am pretty proud of us. Like, all of our debt that we have is, like, it's not stupid debt, like credit card debt. We don't have any of that. It's debt like the shed and the house.
And the car.
And the car and the roof. Like, it's legitimate things that we needed.
But you can combine the roof and the house?
No, because we had to buy the roof separately.
Okay, can I speak?
No.
You can combine the roof and the house because they are both a part of the house. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to me, they're completely different.
They are literally different?
Yeah, they're
different.
But
I'm saying that you could combine them in just saying, like, the house.
The worst part of the live stream ads is they don't pause the video.
Yeah, that's weird.
It does stink.
I just have the setting set to what it's always been for the ads. It's supposed to maybe have a chance of playing one at the beginning. And then once it's done, it's supposed to like fill in the ads afterward. They actually added an option for like time, like when to do it. Before it was just like do it whenever you feel like it, and it would put one like every 2 minutes. And I've had that before where I look at it. There's somebody mentioned they're like, "Yo, your live stream has like 1 million ads on it," and I was like, "What? How?" Because it doesn't ask us; it just does it in the background.
Yeah.
The new Mike Flanagan show came out.
Yeah, we haven't watched it yet though.
That's the guy that did Haunting of Hill House and
Bly
Manor and
Midnight Mass.
What
was the one last year called?
Midnight Society?
No, what was it? Just got an ad now. Oh no.
The Midnight Society.
Maybe we need to look at our settings.
Well, it's too late now. That the stream already started.
Don't say that again. Just got an ad. Oh no.
I'm
gonna watch it, but the trailer looks horrible.
I didn't watch the trailer.
We just know it's Michael Flanagan, so we're gonna watch it.
Give it a chance.
I mean, still hands down, Hill House is the best one.
Yeah, they've just been getting worse.
They really
gradually worse, but I still like. Sometimes you still get the vibe, the feel. Like it still has the feel.
Bly Manor, I'm not sure, but the rest of them are based off of other things.
Oh, really?
Like, I'm pretty sure Midnight Mass was based off of something.
Haunting of Hill House obviously.
Very loosely.
Yeah.
Based off of the book. The book was trash. And
the book was more like the Haunting movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But still, even there was no scary stuff in the book at all.
Well, it's a book. That books can't be scary.
No, I mean, there wasn't even the attempt of scary stuff, really. Okay. And then the last one was based on a book, too. The one with the hospice house. I liked Midnight Mass as soon as I accepted it wasn't going to be a scary show. I hate it. I didn't hate it, but I really didn't like it.
I just think it could have been 3 episodes. I could have I got to do like
a mini series.
I got to do like a super cut of the show and just like cut out all the boring
What is
talks.
Bly Manor an adaptation of, though? Is there something called that and I just don't know? I enjoyed the first episode of what the new Poe one.
Talking that that was all like meta, like commentary and yeah, exactly, and like it was too. I you could say it was a little too smarty for me. Yeah, pretentious is the worst. That's the best. That's the word. That's the word. That's the word. Pretentious for sure. Like that. The one scene that the standout scene is the one that the main character, one of the main character, and the girl that he likes are talking about
their dreams.
No.
Not their dreams.
What they think. Die, yeah, what they think happens when you die.
After death.
But it goes on for like
20 minutes.
Yeah, 15 or 20 minutes, and it's just like one person does it, and then the other one describes it, and it just like it's like, dang, that was half the episode.
I don't know. I didn't like all the religious stuff. I thought it was way.
I thought the religious stuff was fine. That was on point. That was like exactly what it needed to be.
The base story was good.
It wasn't like a religious thing. Like it was like religion is amazing. Blah blah blah. It was like
they were heavily religious.
Yeah, so it was good.
But you can tell me that and show me that without actually
showing you or telling you that.
No, without making me sit through 15 minutes of preaching.
Look, there wasn't 15 minutes of preaching. There wasn't. I think you're remembering wrong.
Bly Manor is based on Turn of the Screw. Oh, really?
Pretty much whenever there was like a church thing, it was almost always like a negative thing. And since you don't like church stuff, I would assume that you would appreciate that. But that's why I appreciate it. But it was also like the talky parts were good because it was just like character building. Those talky parts. The parts I honestly didn't like the main character. I thought he was like
Michael
the worst part of it.
He didn't think it was religious either, but like I'm not saying that it was preaching anything or that it was religious, but they were religious.
Yes,
many people
they
on
were.
the island, and they showed us way too much, in my opinion.
But it's
how
called
religious they were.
Midnight Mass. Like the show is literally has the word mass.
If you ever want to watch that show again, I would probably just have you like put it on while I'm doing something else.
I wouldn't want to watch it again.
I want to watch Bly Manor again because we never rewatched it.
I don't think Bly Manor was that great either. I think that the only one that was really worth ever watching again, which I will watch again for the 3rd or 4th time. However, I don't know how many times we've watched Haunting of Hill House. I think only twice.
Twice.
I would watch it again because I think that one is very good.
Wait, what? This is his last series on Netflix before he moves to Prime Video? Why would he do that?
Oh, no. Well, he's going to fail on Prime Video because Prime Video is...
Why did Michael said, so you hate God? Got it.
I mean, I don't believe in God, so I can't
but
hate.
Apparently that's like taboo to say.
I can't hate something that I don't believe in.
I've said this before, but I think it's absolutely the most ridiculous thing on the planet that people judge us for not believing in God.
Okay. I thought you were going to say that it's ridiculous that people believe in God.
No.
I was like, Meek, you're...
No, that they judge us because, like, isn't the world now, like, everyone's supposed to be so accepting of everyone else for whatever they want?
No, the world right now is you need to fall into line with what everybody else believes, otherwise you're wrong. That's the world we live in. If you don't believe what the other person that you're talking to believes in, then you're an asshole and you're wrong. That's how it is.
I just find it really dumb how, like, people are not accepting that I don't believe in something. Like, what do you care? What does it affect you?
Yeah.
Like, I have people at, like, for example, that have known me for years and they didn't know that I don't believe, and now they, like, look at me differently, probably, from what I can gather, because they randomly found out. I'm like, does it change? Me as a person?
Occasionally people will ask me, like, you know how we don't plan on having kids and stuff?
I know, they judge you.
Yeah, people are like, you're like, oh, you guys have kids? And I'm like,
no. They're like, well, why?
No. And then they're like, oh, you're like, it's still early. And I'm like, yeah. I just, like, go along with whatever they say. They're like, yeah, you guys are eventually going to have kids, right? I'm like, yeah.
It's funny because, sure, my whole thing is,
I don't need to talk to you about this, so.
Now I'm like, I'm too old. They're like, well, how old are you? I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, well, I know someone that had a kid at 42, and it's like, that's great for them.
Yeah, actually,
that doesn't mean I'm going to want a kid at 42.
It's not great for them. It's actually real bad for them.
You made a deal with Prime. You should watch Over the Garden Wall. It's great. We've started it, and I didn't
Which was that?
That was like a cartoon, Over the Garden Wall.
Garden Wall.
We started watching it, and, like, we kind of got bored.
Over the Garden Wall. I got to look this up.
I firmly believe that if there is a God, he would not care if you believe in him so long as you're a good person. Right? I feel like if I am wrong and there turns out being a God, I am a pretty good human being, and I feel like... Oh,
yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, we started watching
Wasn't it Elijah Wood? I don't know. Is he the actor? Who is it? Yeah, Elijah Wood.
So I feel like I'm a pretty good person, and I'll even go as far to say, like, a lot of people that are religious, and some people that are religious and they're very religious, they're not good people. So, like, I feel like if there really does turn out to be a God, I'm not a bad enough person to where it would matter that I don't believe right now, you know? And if it does, then I guess I'm going to hell for the rest of eternity.
Cool.
People with kids get, like, mad saying you don't want kids because they want you to live the same misery as them.
That's
it's
a good
true,
point.
Though. Yeah. But I do meet people, like, a lot of my coworkers, they know I don't ever want kids, and they're like, oh, good, don't. And I'm like, yeah, I see how miserable you are. I tell my coworker she's the best birth control I could have ever had. I listen to her problems and yelling at her kids all day long. Because I guess you can be a horrible person, but God forgives all.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
A lot of super religious people use it as a cheat code to get into heaven. I don't know. People can believe whatever they want to believe. That's fine. All I ask is that you accept that I don't.
I don't care.
No, I mean, like, don't confront me and, like, come and get into my face for not believing. Like,
yeah, again, I just will lie to people.
Well, like, when it comes to, like, patients and me taking care of patients. It's like politics. A lot of my patients would get asked very personal stuff like that, like politics and whatever. And I just got to the point where, like, I just agree with everything they say. I'm like, yeah, totally, you know.
Yeah, because, like, that's the thing. Like, unless you're my friend, I don't really care about your opinion. So, like, when people tell me, like, or they'll ask me about Trump or Biden, I'm just like, I don't know, what do you think? And then I just go with what they say.
Yeah.
If they're pro-Trump, if they're pro-Biden, I'm just like, yeah, you know.
I'm going to be honest.
Whatever.
I mean, I voted for Biden, and I'm kind of kicking myself for it. He is way out
I
there.
mean, everybody's an idiot nowadays. Like, I feel like we're screwed if we do and screwed if we don't, you know?
I asked somebody once, even if you are the evilest of evil, a pedo, as long as you ask for forgiveness, you're good. I tell people I don't want kids because I'm too selfish and I like being able to do whatever I want. I mean, me too. It's true. And I've said that to people. I'm like, I'm way too selfish to have kids. Like, I don't want to sacrifice anything in my life for a child. And that probably means I shouldn't have one.
Yeah, kids are annoying.
Like, I would have to sell my house. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and my house.
Yeah.
You have to sell both of our houses. Your house and my house.
I don't want to.
We'd be homeless.
We would be.
With a kid.
Dude, wait. Customer patient is always right. See? Dude clearly has dementia. If people vote for him again, we're after. Dude, I really hope they don't. To be honest, he comes up with some wacky stuff. Like, I can't believe all the videos of him, like, just talking nonsense. I love the movie called Shrek because it's so funny. It makes me laugh, and it's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Wait, but do you like the movie Shrek, or do you just like the movie called Shrek?
Don't be a jerk.
No, I'm just wondering if that's a specific thing that I'm missing out on, and I don't know what it is. Or if English is their second language. Or if they just typoed.
If I want to stay up late drinking beers, playing drums, and video games, I'm going to do it. F kids.
I mean, Mike, you already have kids. You have 2 kids running around constantly with you because every time we play anything, you constantly have to leave to go take care of your 2 kids.
I mean, you've got 5 kids.
Yeah, but they're not as annoying as Mike's kids.
He lets them be
Mike's
that way.
kids are constantly, like, in his face.
It sounds to me, don't hate me for this, Mike, but it sounds to me,
no,
based on this comment alone,
his dogs are trained.
Your dogs own you, though.
But they are trained, though.
They rule when they go out, when they don't. I mean, like, I know, like, if my dogs have to go out, like, they have to go out. They don't want to go out every 3 seconds. All right, Niner? Can you stop doing that? Cool.
Mike may be joining us on Sunday.
Oh, yeah?
But I doubt it. Knowing him.
If I were American, I would have voted Biden last election, not knowing anything about him, to keep Trump out. But this coming election, I would definitely vote Trump if Biden is the other option. 100% no.
Okay, let's stop talking about voting and all that crap.
They're forever puppies. It's crazy. Dude, forget that. I can't deal with that. No way. We've never had a puppy because they're too much work. Like, I'm all about adopting older dogs, like 3 years old.
Well, his dogs are not puppies anymore. Yeah. He's just saying their personalities.
So we're never gonna get a dog like that,
even though that's your favorite dog.
I love them. I think they're so cute.
They remind me of Beck.
Yeah,
for sure.
Intruder on Sunday.
Don't worry. I don't think he's gonna show up. He always says he's gonna show up, and then he always doesn't. So I wouldn't count on it. He's been talking about it for like 6 months now, like playing with us. And I'm just like, I've just given up. I'm just letting him.
I thought he was just going to watch, though.
No, I know. That's just the first step. We haven't even gotten to that step yet of him like watching us. I feel like just
watching might be boring.
That's what I'll show you my text to him today. Like, I will show you what I said.
Because, like, if you don't know anything about the story, we've been playing for like over a year.
It's not that interesting to watch. Yep. Just letting you know. It's way better to be involved in it, but you're free to join us.
Michael said, wrong. I mean, you're more than welcome to join and watch us.
He's going to join us and not want to play.
Yeah, right? He's going to think it's boring. Because we've been playing for, like, let's say this campaign at least a year and a half.
Yeah.
Probably 2 years at this point. So we're really invested in the story. There's a lot going on.
We also took a big break during tax season.
Yeah.
And I think Jake wasn't available for part of it, right? So
yeah.
There was like a big chunk, like this past year that we took like 4 months off or something like that. It was so it hasn't been like every weekend, but yeah.
I've always said if I can make it, I would.
I understand that. That's why I'm not really like I just don't know if you're actually going to play with us, because that's your mindset is if I can make it, I would, but I can't have a player like that. It just doesn't work.
No, we've literally kicked people out for that. Like,
I need a commitment of, like, if you're going to do like a one shot, I need a commitment of like at least two or three weekends so that I could plan something for that weekend. But
if you're gonna be a permanent player, like we can't have someone that's not loyal to the game.
loyal.
Yeah, because like then you're canceling every other game, and then we can't really play if we're missing a full player.
Yeah.
So then it's just, and when it's unplanned like that, it just sucks. You have to have someone that's like dedicated to Sunday mornings, and that's it.
Yeah, we always tried to like add another person or have somebody join us,
It never works out.
But it always ends up like we always end up having an issue, or they're not like compatible with the group, or they just like keep canceling. I had a coworker that like joined us, and he started at the beginning of this campaign. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then like we had 4 games, and he canceled
at least twice.
And he was gonna cancel again, and then I was like, hey, dude.
I mean, we
gotta
can
kick you out
have
of the game.
characters, like one-off characters. We can have like a type of character that comes in and out of the story. That's fine if you know that that's gonna be a thing. But you have to let him know ahead of time, because he has to work that into the story. He works on our game like all week long, on and off. The break is my fault. If I work too much, I work too much during a few months. It's fine.
Yeah, and we're not complaining about it. I was just saying, because she said it's been like 2 years or whatever, but realistically, like a year maybe, and it's only like once a week.
Michael said, "Oh, that's different. If I say I'm in, then it's an appointment."
Oh, okay.
So you have an NPC. They can take over when the other person does show up.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
then
that we can't work in on and off characters, but he has to know exactly when it's going to happen, because we could be out in a dungeon like we are right now in our game, and it's not like we're coming across new characters all the time. So having a random character show up would be unrealistic.
But your situation right now, you guys are like in a test dungeon,
yeah,
which is a very strange thing to say, a test dungeon. Mm-hmm. But it's like an exam.
Like an exam, yeah.
And it's yeah. So like it's very controlled by the runners of the contest or whatever. Yeah. So it would be weird to just have like a new party member show up. And Mike was like, "Oh, I'll just join you guys in the next campaign." And I'm like,
"When in 4 years?
I don't know when that's gonna happen. It may, it may happen sooner rather than later. But
I think it depends on if we're enjoying the story we're still in.
Yeah, which I have no idea.
More,
you guys never like really tell me.
I am.
I always ask you, and you're always like, oh. I'm like,
it depends on that. It depends on like if you have anywhere else to go with the story. It depends on a lot of things. A test went in a different way than I expected. By the way, what's another website that's like Goodreads? I don't know any other websites like that, to be honest.
Why does Xander keep deleting?
I don't know.
Their messages.
I love that game.
Thanks, T. Yeah,
I definitely think it's better than your first game.
I've learned a lot. The first game, the advantage of this one is that I have a lot more. I kept you guys in one place, right? Like that was planned, and that allows me to have a say in more of what's happening, and you guys are more focused. You guys have like a couple of goals, and I constantly ask you guys like, what are your goals? What are you guys planning? What do you got? Think about what you're gonna want to do in some downtime and stuff. Like, what is your character's motivation? Why are you doing this? Every time I ask you, you tell me the same thing.
I don't know.
To be stronger.
To be ultra instinct.
To be better. Like, it's like, that's not a real reason to play the game.
Xander
You're not Goku.
Girlfriend insists I do it. Maybe I am. Michael
but you're not, because you're not constantly trying to get stronger. Like,
yes, I am.
You need to constantly, like, if you're Goku, you need to constantly be trying to get somebody to fight you, or trying to train, or trying to find a new master, or, doing something like that. Like, but in your downtime, you're like, I'm gonna eat and then go to sleep. Those are my two options.
Sorry, I was in the shower. I wanted to say about my dogs. They're super smart breeds, and I think that makes dogs bigger mischief makers. They have crazier ideas. I mean, I get it. My dogs are dumb, and that's why I love them, because they're not smart, and they don't.
I know, Nine's pretty smart. She tends to want to sneak away.
She's sneaky.
Bro, she will
tiptoe to the kitchen.
And I'm like, knows. What are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But dude, she is stealthy. Like all of a sudden, she'll be like gone from the room,
And then we just hear her coming back like,
and, like with a grin on her face.
She's
She's like, "I ate all the cat food."
I remember, where were you?
And then she's like, "I was nowhere. I'm sorry.
Where were you?
I'm
9?
sorry."
Where were you? Where were you?
I thought it was hilarious that I was using like a spot vac to clean a stain off the carpet yesterday, and she like jumped off the bed and tried to attack the vacuum, and you had to like grab her.
I had to grab her. She was ready to attack it.
Dude,
she was like,
I know. She like bit at it. Another ad. Pretty sure it's not your setting. She's paranoid and doesn't want me leaving my chats for some reason, and girlfriends are always right. Not really.
Leaving your chats?
Sorry to your girlfriend, but
leaving my chats for some
reason? Like you asked why they keep deleting them.
Oh.
My girlfriend insisted they do it, but I mean, there has to be give and take. That's cool. Man. Whatever. I'm not always right. I'll admit it.
Yeah, you're always wrong.
Plus, I think being in a house now still has them amped up after years in the RV.
So back to D&D and stuff. So somebody says something about an NPC having played. So NPCs aren't set up the same way as characters are. And then it's difficult, right? Like, what is that NPC doing when they're not there if they were using an NPC? I could give control of an NPC to them, but then it's like the NPCs usually won't have as many abilities. They'll be more limited. They don't level up. They don't have a way to level up. There's no like mechanic for that. So like they could do it just to like role play stuff, but then it like my favorite part about D&D is the growth and like think about how like weak you guys were when you first started.
Dude, it sucks.
Right? And
it really sucks until you get to level 5.
It doesn't suck. It's just way more
difficult.
Feels dangerous.
It feels defeated.
The world feels dangerous. Like everything is scary. You could die a lot easier. You guys are like much tougher now.
Yeah.
And also your enemies are also getting tougher.
Yeah.
You guys haven't fought real mages. Daryl Carruthers was the first mage you guys ever fought, and he whooped your butt.
And this time we kicked his ass, and we didn't even know it was him.
Yeah, you didn't even know it was him. He was gonna have a whole speech, and then you guys took him out in the first round, which is pretty cool.
So Michael, I kind of get what you're saying because like when we lived in an apartment and we had the 2 cats, when we moved here, we noticed that they seemed much happier. They like never try to get out of the house anymore. Although Link has been very suspicious lately. He's been, like, going near the door as I'm bringing the dogs out, and I don't like it. But anyway.
You also, like, recently in the last couple of months started taking the dogs out. You used to never do that.
Yeah, because you tried to run away.
You smell nice, Nine. Would you take a bath?
Oh, no, you didn't. You're a stinky puppy.
She really doesn't smell bad. I like her smell. Not her breath, though.
You don't smell like anything.
Her breath still smells, but...
It's fine.
So I still feel like you, your character doesn't have a lot of like options, you know, being a barbarian and stuff. Like you don't have any sort of spells. You have a bunch of passive stuff that happens, but I still feel like I would be super bored playing your character.
It does get boring in battles because everyone's taking like 5 minutes for their turn.
Everybody's like, oh man, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. To cast this spell. I'm going to cast a different spell every round, you know, and then you're just like, okay, I punch him twice.
Next.
My turn is over.
Michael said it was so noticeable how much happier they got after getting the house. They both act like little puppies. There's nut jobs. So they're nut jobs. Yeah, the cats definitely, they seem less anxious being in this house. Not when we first moved here, because cats are weird and they like hid and got freaked out for the first like week. But after that, they seemed better. Oswin still to this day sometimes gets stuck upstairs randomly. But she like for the longest time, like we have a balcony type stairway so we can actually see the first floor from up here. And she would like get up there and look down and get super confused and cry and cry and cry. And we're like, oh, she's so dumb. She got up there, she can't get back down. And you have to go up and get her and be like, come on. I still find her doing that every now and then.
You know what I noticed? Nobody mentioned that you copied my outfit today.
Excuse me, I was wearing this first,
I don't
sir.
know. I showered first and put on my clothes, and then you showered second.
You literally said...
You saw what I was wearing, and
I'm going to wear this.
And then you said, I'm going to wear this.
He copied.
And now you're trying to retcon what actually happened.
Get out of here.
And you're trying to make everybody think that I copied you.
You did. It's fine, though. I like being matchy.
See? That's why you copied me.
She said she noticed.
Ad. Period. You click on it? Do you have to click on it? It looks like how the ad thing looks. I don't understand. It seems like it's like...
I'm so tired.
Did everybody get an ad? Or is it just some of you?
I wish I knew when it was going to happen so we could just pause.
Just don't understand. Oh, I wonder also if they're getting the ad, but they can still type, I think, if they're getting an ad.
Oh, probably. This is all Kivox's fault. How about next time an ad comes for anyone, just write ad, because I want to see if you all get it at the same time.
Yeah.
Who you poo-poo?
They add features and stuff to...
Yes, I type all the ads on
YouTube every week.
Dude, they changed it now on the phone. Ugh, I hate it. I hate when they make changes for no reason.
I know.
It's like the layout. So then when I went to go... Because I have like 4 YouTube accounts that I use because I like one account to be just book stuff, one account to be music, one account for like everything else basically. So I have them all set up perfectly.
Use one account for everything.
Beautiful. I have
Thank you.
All set up perfectly.
Did you see that? She called me beautiful.
And then now they changed how you switch in between accounts. It took me like 5 minutes to find the stupid button. This is my second account and it doesn't have premium. YouTube Premium is overpriced, but I need it.
Really is out of order, dude.
I think YouTube changed their ad program, so that's probably why they're showing up randomly. They probably did because they want to make more money. More and more people are going to be downloading AdSense. Or not AdSense, what is it? Ad blocker?
Ad block, yeah.
But like, then again, you can't do that on your phone, so... That's a good way to do it. I wish we could organize our subs. What?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
I just like, I hate when you have like a specific type of video that you like watching on YouTube, but then the algorithm, if I don't watch a certain type of video for a certain amount of time, it never recommends my own stuff to me that I subscribe to, so it makes me angry. So I have one that's all books, one that's all music, whatever. Yeah, it stinks having to go between accounts, but now that I've done it for so long, it really helps. I heard they were stopping creators from getting rid of mid-roll ads on their videos.
Really?
It's possible. My number one type of ad that I hate are ads at the very end of videos. And like it
Why?
always has it.
Why?
Because like if I'm in the shower, which is where I watch the majority of my YouTube,
God. So
I can't press the
your
stupid button.
complaint is the dumbest thing because it's so situational.
Yeah.
No one ever makes it that far, first of all. All right? So that's like the...
I do because I'm in the shower.
No one... You're not anyone. All right? You're different.
Rest in peace to the ASMR community. Sanitize. Disgusting, though. Kivox is looking kind of spiffy and spannel. Spannel.
Spiffy and spannel, baby.
Flannel.
You just look like a bum.
Yeah.
You just look like you literally are wearing my shirt.
Even though I put this shirt on first.
After I
and
wore
yours
it.
Came from BJ's.
Yeah, and yours came from where?
Amazon.
Okay. Mine's nicer. It has mustard on it.
I don't like that color.
I do. It looks good. The blue and the yellow and the orange. Yours looks kind of bluish, but it's technically
it is blue, I think.
black.
It's navy.
It's black. This is navy.
No, it's navy.
This is navy.
It's navy.
This is navy.
It's darker navy.
That's black. It's just faded now.
No, it always had that.
Make it
I've
faded.
only worn it like 4 times total.
Make it black. I'm telling you. Stop being racist.
I've washed this shirt
black.
like 50 times, and it's
different
still
material.
Black.
That's not flannel.
It's weird seeing you two wear colors other than white, purple, and black.
What do you mean?
Michael said the yellow clashes.
Your face clashes.
What are you doing?
Oh, somebody got me a Reese's? Nice.
That's mine.
There you go.
You have dog hands on it now.
I
now
sanitized. You literally made me sanitize. So now it's still yours. What's the point of me sanitizing then if my hands are still dirty? Answer my question.
I don't know. When is new Squid Games coming out?
Never. They haven't even announced it yet. They probably haven't even
ad.
Finished it.
Does Jiffy have ads? I've never seen a
Jiffy
ad.
Lube. They don't have ads. Jiffy, like the peanut butter? Peanut butter.
Wait, it was like N-U-T Nutella. And then he's like, what does that spell?
Peanut butter.
It was cute. No, the car place. Oh.
Really? Jiffy Lube? They don't have ads. No way. But see, it's like so
Aren't
random.
your ads kind of like tailored to what you Google and what you watch though? Because like I've been like when we were getting the roof, I kept getting like solar ads.
It's also like
and if every time we talk about solar, I get solar ads.
It's also like what the videos the video that you're on is about as well.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's crazy. I gotta mess around with it next week and see if there's like an option that's clicked automatic.
Remember that time I was looking up vacuums?
Vacuums, yes.
And you were like, were you looking up vacuums? Because like you started getting like ads or something on it.
Yeah. But you also like, we have the same Amazon account. So like if you're shopping vacuums on there.
No, I was looking them up on like YouTube.
Oh. Well, I don't have the same YouTube account as you.
And I probably Googled like ratings and stuff.
You're probably logged into our email account.
No.
Okay. On Google, you're not?
No, probably my account. We have 2 accounts.
Okay.
These ads are all Xander's fault.
Yeah, they are. Damn you, Xander!
Oh, jeez, dude.
What?
My dude.
What?
Yo.
What happened?
You're loud.
Your face is loud.
What are you doing after the stream?
Not hanging out with you.
Playing Baldur's Gate?
You yell at me? No. Why would you say that? I never even mentioned that. What was that noise?
My phone.
Oh. Oh, you can't put on silent?
No, I told you I put it on silent and it reversed it.
So is it like loose? Is the switch loose?
No, it doesn't feel super loose. But it's
Can you
like
flip it?
No, I don't want to. It's working now.
Oh. Then why did I hear it if it just went off?
Cow with 2 legs, lean beef. Because it leans. Nice. You might control YouTube, Xander. I don't know. What books are you reading? So I was reading a romance book and it sucked, so I DNF'd it.
I just finished. Overlord Volume 9?
Now I'm starting. I started reading Wandering In book 4 again. I'm kind of in the middle of it. I'm on like chapter 6 or 7.
You started it again?
No, I mean I started listening to it again.
You resumed it.
Yeah, whatever.
Got it. Resumed reading it again.
I'm in the romance mood though, but the romance book I got from the library was
romance
terrible.
Books are terrible. There's no such thing as good ones. Just like there's no such thing as good horror books. Because you can't write horror. In the world we live in now, with everything being so visual and like us being trained to like see things.
You have some gray hair.
I know. We've already gone over this.
Oh.
But thanks for telling everybody else about it. Anyway, I just finished Gilded Ghosts, and
haven't you read that before?
I never finished it.
Oh.
And
are you listening to Abroad in Japan?
No, but I downloaded it.
Nice.
I was gonna surprise you and listen to it and not tell you.
You want to listen together?
I definitely don't want to do that. That's too much stressful.
We could buddy read it.
Too much stressful.
Buddy read.
And then I hate when people read ahead and get past me because I'm not as much into the book as they are, or I just don't have the time. And then they get all ahead and then I'm behind and then I feel like I'm obligated to catch up. and then I don't enjoy the book anymore.
That's true.
So I would rather just read it on my own time, or let you read it first and tell me if it's any good, and then you can tell me it wasn't that great. Maybe avoid it, and then I could save 8.5 hours of my life.
Michael said the idea of being afraid reading a book is baffling. Tony said I finished the volume of Rising of the Shield Hero that season 3 is based on.
Oh, cool.
Michael said listen to the book together on your anniversary. Have you give each other massages, light a few candles. I'm right.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. I have to work on my anniversary.
Have to listen to Chris.
Right.
Like the whole day. 8 hours of Chris talking to us. That would be terrible.
I'm so interested to see how his voice is on like an audiobook because he's so sarcastic in real life.
Why don't we just play it right now?
He's so sarcastic.
Oh wait, this is sped up though.
Penguin.
Abroad in Japan. Written and read by me, Chris Broad. In dedication to the incredible Abroad in Japan community who have joined me on this wild ride over the last decade.
He still sounds kind of
he sounds
sarcastic.
Oh my god, he sounds like himself.
Yeah.
Oh, what are the odds? What are the odds? A guy wrote a book about himself and is reading it.
I like it. I just like the way he talks. It's funny. Xander said, in another ad that wasn't long, I'm still getting political ads even though voting closes in 6 hours. If people haven't decided yet, there's something wrong with them.
There's voting?
No.
Were you supposed to vote?
Not in the U.S.
Oh.
Listen to 50 Shades of Grey together on your anniversary? No way. That book is trash. I started reading book 1 because someone recommended it to me, and it was written so badly. It is so poorly written. It's god awful.
It's written like a high school.
It really is. It's so bad. And I'm not really into BDSM.
Not really into it, but you're kind of into it?
No, like reading about it is weird.
Okay. Well, what you just said was, I'm not really into it. Just like on the weekends, you know? Like,
no, I just don't. It's not my thing.
So what you meant to say is I'm not
Michael,
into it?
Really? Oh, dude, that's not how I meant it.
Mike.
That's not how I meant it.
That's exactly what I heard too. She said it.
No. I don't like. I just.
You gotta really pay attention to what you say sometimes because you say certain things and you don't realize what you're saying.
I guess so.
Until it's too late to apologize. That's a song.
I meant it like I don't really like it.
You're saying the same thing. You're just repeating yourself.
True. Never mind. In New Zealand, we just had our elections. Remember, I said I was gonna read it as a goof. But it was so poorly written. Yeah, it's the worst written book I think I've ever tried to read in my life. It's bad. Bad. I should read you a part of it sometime.
I think you have. I don't want to.
Have I?
Yeah. Dude, some of those books, like Jay Kristoff books, oh my God, they're so terrible. And they're just like, it's like he writes so much smutty.
I honestly think I'm done with him.
Disgusting stuff. And like,
what? I've read books way more smutty than that. He doesn't write
gross.
Stuff that bad.
That's gross. Just letting you know.
Okay.
That's disgusting. If he doesn't write stuff that bad and you read other books that are worse, that's disgusting. But
I mean, I've read books that have worse stuff in it. Not like the whole premise is that.
Are you sure? Because why would it have that stuff in it if the whole premise wasn't that? But guarantee you it was a romance, right?
Probably.
The whole point is that.
He looks like a creep.
Yeah, he's just like super creepy and
I honestly
oh my God, can I just get my point across before you like derail my whole point? It's just gross thinking about authors writing these things. Like, what's going through their mind? Like, next time you guys read a romance novel that has some gross sex scene in it that talks about holding manhood and putting it in places, like, just think about the person that wrote it and like what they were thinking.
How is it any different than people watching porn?
It's completely different because people are doing it as opposed to somebody else writing about it, and it's like you're just in their head. It's gross.
I don't know. I'm gonna start writing fantasy erotica, 2 wizards, 1 staff. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me in books, but he had some weird stuff like involving blood and stuff like that. It was a little strange.
I don't care about the blood stuff. It's just about him writing it.
Yeah.
It's just gross.
He said, "Aha."
It's just gross. Especially when people are like out in public reading these books.
Dude, it happens all the time. Like you're just driving down the road and
Like-
it's like volume down.
Like that, it doesn't happen all the time because I don't do that. But anyway, like people like in public, but it was like, what's her face from The Office?
Pam?
No. The other lady. The one,
Aaron?
nope. Can I describe her? The one that sits across from Stanley. The older lady. But she was reading like 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
And she was like getting all like hot and bothered and stuff.
Yeah. The older lady.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about the blonde that dated Dwayne or
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
no, what is his name?
Dwight.
I haven't watched The Office in a while. Cool, Michael. I'll take a signed copy. Nice. I don't know.
No, by the way, the wizards would not be female. They would
Not
definitely
all romance
be male.
has like super explicit sex scenes. Like some romance does, but a lot of it doesn't. Like a lot of it has it in it, but it's not like overly.
But
like,
most
described.
of it is.
No.
Meek, come on.
Someone back me up that reads romance. It's not all about that.
First
like
of all,
there are usually like
you
a
read-
scene or two, and then it's over.
First of all, if you read romance, I don't trust your opinion. So don't back her up because it doesn't matter. And it's probably just T. T's the only one here, that other person that reads romance.
Not all of it has a lot, and it's usually not a lot. It's usually like a scene or two, and
It's
just
disgusting
like okay.
just thinking about that greasy-haired guy just
See, T said it's not about
sitting
that.
in his
It's about
room.
the relationship and the tension, and then them finally kissing and getting together, and then like they have sex or whatever, and it's like, oh, get it over with. And then there's like a disagreement that causes them to break apart, and then they get together again, and it's happily ever after. And it's like,
Until
that's
there's
the plot
another disagreement.
for every romance book, but it's great.
Until there's
every
another
time.
disagreement. Look at the wizard book that I liked, and then it got terrible in the third book.
Wizard book.
Yeah, with Simon or
Oh, yeah.
remember?
Yeah.
So like everything's great. They fall in love in the first book. It's like, wow, this is really fun. Second book happens, and it's like, okay, this is kind of weird, but it's still like
I had a little sex in that.
still
book.
has the same vibe. And then the third book comes around, and they're like, they broke up off screen. Why are they mad at each other? It's like, wait, why? No, they were happy. Just tell me the story. Let the story now commence and not be about
That's why romance books are like 99.9% of the time they
Crap,
don't have
shit,
more than
the
one
worst
book.
books written.
They're not like
Easy,
series.
no
Usually,
effort, crap
shut up.
stories. You want me to keep going?
Usually it's like if a romance series, if there's a series, it's like one couple and then a different couple and then a different couple, but they're all within like the same story.
Yeah, you said romance. I stopped listening, but let me get my point across. They're very low effort, and it's just the same story
Should I
over
write a
and
romance
over.
book?
No, because they're shit. I would have to get a divorce. We'd have to get divorced. That'd be terrible. I would be so.
What if I make a ton of money?
You won't.
What if I do?
They're all the same crap.
What if I do?
Nah, the only way that you do is if you write a romance book that isn't a romance book. You market it as romance, and then it's like an epic fantasy adventure. That would be cool. That'd be cool.
No, if people want romance, they get pissed off if it's not a romance.
Yeah, but nowadays, if you wrote it, it would have to be super gay. Like
I
literally. If you just make the main character gay, it'll probably sell. At least in
romance books are so popular.
At least in the book community, because women are dumb. I said it. All right. I know
fantasy romance is a thing, but it's not my favorite thing. I like stereotypical
You don't even respond
romances.
to me calling women dumb.
Because you're dumb.
Yeah, thanks. No, but
and you think men don't read romance? They do.
Not real men.
You're such a jerk.
Mike, you read romance? Just let me know. Any men here?
Let her write one. Give her 2 years to make millions, and then
Bro,
get a divorce if it doesn't make.
Listen.
her rich.
If she wanted to write one, she would.
You really want me to challenge accept it?
I have no say in that, but she is way too lazy to write a romance.
I'll write one.
She won't write a book ever because she's too lazy.
I'm going to write one.
Yeah, okay.
And it's going to have sex, and then you're going to be all grossed out.
Yeah, I won't read it. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. A DNF. I'm going to DNF it.
I am way too lazy to write a book, I think. You read Romeo and Juliet, Kivox?
I didn't read it because I wanted to.
He said
I was forced to in high school, but I didn't actually read it.
It's not a romance. It is a romance, but like,
it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. It's literally a tragedy.
It is a romance, but it's not.
Because
there's no lovey-dovey. Well,
Romeo turns Super Saiyan at the end, and then they defeat Frieza, and
who's burping me? You're welcome. Burping is my superpower.
So, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, you not writing a book.
Dude, now I want to write one just for the hell of it, just to prove to you that I could write one.
Okay.
Even though I have no idea what would happen. In it.
I would be so impressed if you wrote a book. I would be like flabbergasted.
And even if it was romance?
Even if you wrote anything that's longer than like a few chapters, I would be like, wow. And then you would never finish it. And I would be very disappointed in you. I'd be like, you put in all that work for nothing.
True. I have no motivation to write a book at all. I don't like writing. I've tried it. It's not fun.
Well, I think that the issue that you have is whenever you write something, you take 35 minutes to write
I way overthink
one sentence.
Yeah.
You delete it again, and then you rewrite it, and it's just like, ugh. Even though
like a romance paragraph. Yeah. I also like make things overly formal.
Yeah, it's terrible.
My coworkers make fun of me all the time. Like, they'll write emails, and they're just like, here's the point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, good afternoon.
They're
I was thinking blah, 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 blah. Thank you.
It's terrible. And you talk about being too fluffy.
Yeah, I'm definitely fluffy. I definitely am overly formal in emails. Like when we were like writing Tesla, I would be like, I was very formal.
Yeah, I remember that time you wrote the
bus company.
The bus company, and you just freaking out. And then the lawyer was like, first of all,
you do that?
You're a moron.
Yeah. We should do a fun writing session one day on Friday together. What? No. That sounds terrible.
Her whole like challenge accepted thing was a fraud.
It was. I don't want to read it.
She has no motivation to do anything, really.
I don't like writing.
Life. You're lucky she's alive.
I write emails.
You're lucky she works every day to stay awake.
I don't want to write anything else.
Like, I'm surprised she's awake right now. Surprised she's not sleeping right now.
Ad again.
Damn. Next week, guys. We'll fix it next week.
I brought you a Reese's.
No, I touched it, so therefore now you don't want to touch it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
It touched you. Meek, don't. Please don't. Please don't. Meek, get rid of it.
Ooh, I thought you were going to drop it.
The dog just attacked me. You watching House of Usher tonight? Is that the Michael Flanagan?
Yes.
If yes, if so, yes. So if so, yes. I'm tired.
I think it is. Whatever happened to Usher? Remember that guy? Yeet. Netflix. Let's see.
Netflix. Am I high? Are you high? I've never even touched a joint.
Sometimes when words come out of your mouth, it's so weird. Oh yeah, the House of Flanagan. There it is.
You mean Usher?
Usher, yeah. Flanagan, because that's his name.
I've literally never had alcohol before. I've never touched a cigarette. I've never touched weed. I've never touched anything.
I mean, you've touched them.
But no, I have not.
You've never touched the cigarette, like moving it or something?
No.
Or like picking it up?
I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. I didn't live with people that smoked, so it wasn't like
That's
around
true.
me.
Touche.
I watched Dungeons and Dragons, didn't like it. Ouch.
What? I'm surprised. It was fun. What didn't you like about it?
I mean, you can't go into it thinking it's gonna be like super serious.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
It's just a fun.
It's like a lighthearted, like Marvel movie. You know what I mean? It's like one of the fun Marvel movies, like Guardians. Like it has that kind of like, in my opinion, like that vibe, where it's just like fun, standalone adventure, fun characters.
How are you getting that many ads? Are you serial? I think you're embellishing it a little bit.
Yeah, that's impossible. That you got like 2 ads in like 30 seconds, basically.
All right, we gotta go.
It's time. Oh yeah, it's time.
We're
All right,
gonna
guys.
go
Thanks.
watch House of Flanagan.
Thanks for hanging out. It was fan. YouTube hates me or hates you?
The damn.
Oh, they're
Xander.
saying it to them. Got it.
I don't overt comedy in my high fantasy.
Oh, got it. But there is no like. It's not high fantasy. If you think about
and
it.
Dungeons and Dragons is supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Funny. Like,
yeah. If you ever
we
played
laugh our whole game.
If you ever played it, you'd understand. Like
it totally has that vibe.
It has a vibe of people just playing D&D and having fun and coming up with crazy ideas.
And just like coming up with crazy things to say. Like our whole game is laughing and joking and having fun.
Yeah.
So it totally has that vibe. Like
Yeah.
if you are a D&D player, I think you will appreciate it. At least a little bit.
Word.
Word bird.
Bye, guys.
Our characters aren't the smartest, though.
No, you guys aren't the smartest. Okay? Okay? Respond. Go ahead. Argue with me.
I mean, Yumiko's supposed to be dumb.
What about you? What about you?
I'm fine.
I mean, you're super fine. But what about, like, intelligence in the game?
I don't know what it is.
So I think that the biggest issue that you guys have is you guys don't ask enough questions and think about what's happening and put things together.
Fine.
You guys are just like, okay, I open this door. What's next? Okay, I kill it or I talk to it maybe a little bit, but then mostly I kill it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I move on to the next door. And what's behind this door? What's behind door number 2? Death. I kill it. I kill door number 2. Door number 2 is dead. Door number 3. Let's go, baby. That's basically your whole thing.
Kind of true.
It is, yeah. Just never ask questions.
It's fun.
Never ask questions.
I'm the brute of the group. I'm supposed to just jump right in and fight. I don't know what their excuse is.
Well, T is very quiet.
Yeah.
Jake
just tries to make fun of everything
jokes,
all the time.
Yeah.
And
Luckily,
Jeff
it's
doesn't
quiet
talk.
too. Yeah.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ow!
Where's the
I think
outro?
she has to go. Oh, yeah.